Hey guys, we're back. Once again, throwing down with the Browns. Welcome to our kitchen. And guess what we're going to be making today?
What are we making, sweetheart? I see a lot of ingredients on the table.
Well, actually, I call this one of the simpler recipes. This is just going to be simply scalloped potatoes. 5 main ingredients. You see there, we got potatoes. These are just basic Idaho potatoes. I got a little bit of white pepper. I have pink Himalayan salt. I have an onion, and we have heavy cream. So it is very simple, and this is honestly one of my family's favorite things. Whenever we have a family get together, they always request this item. So I thought it would be good to show to you all. Maybe you can take it and make it one of your family favorite items. So we'll be right back. We're going to get those potatoes washed up, then we're going to peel them, and then we're going to slice them, and I'll show you the rest of the recipe. Be right back. All right, guys, we're back. I took the liberty of washing the potatoes. We like clean food before we get to making anything with it, right? I hope we all do. So I'm going to just go in with a peeler. I'm not going to peel the whole plate in front of your eyes, but I just want to give you an idea of what we're going to do. I'm sure any of you guys are familiar with a peeler like this. We're just going to, this is pretty much all we want to do.
Oh, be careful, sweetheart.
Oh, don't worry. If you have any bad ends, I would just say keep going over it until you get to the white part of the potato. We don't want any dark spots in there. You really can't control that. You know, just considering on what comes in the bag. You know, right. Some potatoes are fresh, some have been sitting for a while. You know, but I just say just keep going, just keep peeling until you get down to something clean, something that looks like you would want to eat it. You know. All right, I am going to finish up the rest of these, and then I'm going to come right back to you. Hey guys, I'm back. We just cleaned up those potatoes. We got them peeled and they're ready to go. However, I don't know. I'm kind of funny. I like my onions, and I was taught this. I was in the kitchen for 24 years, so I kind of know my way around a little bit. You know, I don't want to say I'm a master chef or anything like that, because you make that kind of assumption or a statement, then you know how people get.
Everybody be at your door waiting for you to cook them something.
Exactly. You know, so I got a particular way that I learned years ago in the kitchen. You know how to get perfect diced onions. And if you look at the onion, once you clean it, there's ribs that go down all the way around the onion. And what I like to do is I like to make my slits right on those ribs.
Okay.
All the way across the onion. You know, all the way around. And then all you have to do is chop, chop, chop. Straight down. Perfect dice every single time.
All right, me and my husband, we cook a bit differently. You know, I just cut things. I just cut, making sure I don't cut my nails or my nice ring, and that's it. I don't think about this. This is good to have this platform to show exactly how it should be done and an easier way to do it, you know.
And the one thing you want to do, make sure of, is you want to make sure you keep that root part intact, and you don't, when you're slicing your onion along these ribs, you don't want to cut into that root, because that makes everything come loose, you know. So you want to go as close as you can to the root without actually going into it. Okay. Once you make your way around that onion, I went too far right there, just like I was saying. But luckily it was the last slice. Now you bring it like that.
Now can you turn it the other way so we can see?
I'm right-handed, so unfortunately.
Oh yeah. That will work.
But if you look at that little bit I got right there,
yeah.
You could just break that up by hand.
Oh yeah.
Those are perfectly small diced onions, which is what I really want for this recipe.
Right. Onion confetti.
Yeah, there you go.
All right,
We'll
I love it.
All right. So I had a pretty large onion. I'm going to use, I want to say half, but really, it really doesn't need half. I would say 3/4 of half of that onion. I don't know, carry the one. That's probably too much math for a lot of people. I want to make it simple, but that's what I did. Since my onion was a little bit bigger, I got that little bit left over for the next project.
Okay.
Stay tuned. We have another one.
Yes.
Throwing down with the Browns. All right, so I'm gonna just set that guy aside right there. That onion is gonna give us probably more than what we need for this recipe. So I'm just gonna set this to the side. Then we're gonna get these potatoes sliced. And this is what I'm gonna use. I got this little fellow right here online. It is a slicer. It's technically known as a mandolin.
Okay.
Another popular kitchen tool. And we're just gonna take those potatoes and just slice them very thin. It gives us a precise cut on each potato, So all of the potatoes are going to be uniform. They're going to go into the pan. They're going to cook at the same rate because they're the same size. And that's just one of the great things about being in the kitchen. Now this thing right here, it came with a glove. Here's the glove. And it also
the glove again. It kind of was out of the.
Okay, here's the glove.
Oh, it's cute.
It's a cutting glove.
Okay.
You know, keep you from nicking up your fingers.
Right.
Nobody likes cut up fingers or
No.
anything like that. And it also came with a guard that you can put on top of the potato and just run it up and down as you slice the potato. It's a neat little invention. Nice investment. It's real cheap. Under 20 bucks.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to get started. I want to show you guys how I'm going to do it. Like I said, I've been in the kitchen for a while, so we're just going to do it like that.
Oh man! Look at this. This is brave to do it without the guard. Yeah, if you're not as experienced, see right there, it makes me nervous. It makes me nervous. Be careful, sweetheart. Good Lord.
Oh, I know the pressure techniques and everything. Believe me.
But this is good for.
I've been around for a long time, you know. And the best thing about this, it comes with a little catcher down here at the bottom, you know, so nothing is falling off the counter or going any which way it wants to. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish these slices, and we're going to come back and show you the next step to this delicious recipe. All right, guys, so we're back. I got the potatoes peeled up, and we're just going to layer them across the bottom of the pan as so, what you see here. Now, the next ingredients I'm going to go in, I'm going to do about a tablespoon of my diced onions on top of this first layer. Then we're going to do 2 teaspoons of the pink Himalayan salt, a light sprinkle, very light sprinkle of the white pepper, and this heavy cream we're going to save to the very end.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to get my onions, get my salt, my pepper. We're going to continue building this same exact layer until the pan is just about 3/4 of the way full. And when I get done with that, I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. You see what I got there? I got the potatoes layered, I got the onion, I got the pepper, I got the salt in between each layer of potato. And like I said, we were coming back with the last ingredient, that ingredient that binds everything together. This heavy cream is beautiful.
Yes.
It is beautiful. For this ingredient, it is top of the top. So we're just gonna kind of just come in, coat everything
Look at that. It's so simple.
with that. It's the simplest of ingredients, but it has such amazing flavor. I'm telling you, guys, you're not gonna believe it when this comes out the oven. When you make it for yourselves and you taste this, everybody asks me, does this recipe contain cheese? And my favorite answer is no, it doesn't. It stands alone. It's fine without cheese. A lot of people like to make it with cheese, but unnecessary ingredients, they're just unnecessary, you know? And this is one of those things you can make.
Well, I will say, when we first started dating, remember you made this. This is your first side dish you made for my family. And my dad was like, oh, it's so good, it's so cheesy. And we're like, well, is it cheese? And you were like, no, there's no cheese. And we're like, we just couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And it tastes so great, you guys, because I'm a real huge cheese fan. And I love scalloped potatoes and, you know, what's the other one? Au gratin.
Au gratin is good.
Yeah,
but
all of those. I like them all. But with this, you're going to swear that cheese is in it.
yeah, and it's the simplest of ingredients, like I said, guys. It's 5 ingredients makes this dish an award winner.
Okay, quickly, how much of the cream are you using?
All right, so these are 16-ounce containers.
Okay.
I used about 2 of them in total. I had 1 full one.
Okay.
The second one I used was only about half full. Well, maybe about a quarter of the way full.
Yeah, that was
And
worth
then I
of our
think
coffee.
I used a quarter of this third one here.
Okay.
So maybe two 16-ounce containers,
Okay.
which is pretty much about a quart, right? So a quart of heavy cream.
Okay.
That dish is about 9 by 12.8 inches. So glass container. We're gonna get that bad boy. I preheated my oven. That was probably one of the first things I should have told you guys. Preheated my oven to 425. Well, I preheated it a little bit late because it's still reaching. We're at about 335. Once that reach 425, you go ahead and put that on in there. You're gonna check it after an hour. Once I get to the state that I like them, I'm gonna give you the final amount of cook time that I had to use in my oven. All ovens vary, but I'm going to give you my count that I gave it. However, this is going to be one of the dishes that you're going to love. You're going to serve to everybody. All right, so next thing, as soon as it hits 425 on my oven, we're going in there. We're going to check it after an hour.
All right.
Be right back. We back, guys. Finished product right here. If you notice, there's a whole corner cut out of the dish.
Go show.
Hey, soon as it was cool enough to eat, we just couldn't resist because we both know how good this dish is.
Yes.
And that's all I want you guys to know is the same exact thing. You got to make this. Like, it is irresistible. Soon as it's cool enough to eat, you're going to dig into it once. And once you get that first taste, you're going to be going back and back and back and back. And that's kind of just how we ended up right here.
Now, can you go show how it looks when you like cut into it a little? Because again, you guys, you're gonna believe that there's cheese in it, but there's no cheese in it. That's what's so amazing. It is delicious. Just watch, as Jeff just pulls up a slice. It looks so creamy, and it certainly is. I just can't wait. I wish you guys could taste from the camera, but as you make it, see, and you're right in time for the holiday season. I mean, in a minute, we're going to have Thanksgiving and then Christmas and, Hanukkah, all these holidays that's coming up. You can certainly make this at any point, so enjoy.
My goodness.
Chewing.
It's so rich. It's so full of flavor. Like, you would be doing yourself a disfavor if you did not make this recipe. Just try it out just once. I promise you. First time I had it, it's remained with me, and this was in I would have to say the early 2000s when I first learned this recipe. You guys got to try this. I promise you, it'll stick with you. All right, guys. So this is gonna be it. We got that. This is the money shot. Yeah, we took a couple scoops out of it. We tasted it, but I'm sure if you do the same thing, you make this dish. Yours is going to look like this before you serve it up to your family, So, hey, maybe make 2 of these dishes. One for you to eat and one to serve to the family. Because I promise you, it's that good.
As they're driving over for Thanksgiving, you can eat this as an appetizer as they're coming. So
My goodness. It was great. And I think total cooking time was right about 1 hour.
Yes.
425 degrees on the oven. 1 hour. Came out just like this, beautiful. And yeah, thank you for joining in, guys. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Please give us some information in the comments if you have anything to say about it. And we look forward to talking to you guys again on the next video. All right.